Hey guys, welcome back to another story with Rory. I'm your host, and tonight is not it's not a podcast, you would say. It is an announcement. And I have done something kind of cool. It's kind of like a milestone for me, and it's something that I'm very proud of. And it took me, well, at least with the ideas, it took me like 4 years. But it's my very first children's book that I wrote, and I went through the process of publishing it, editing, and all that, and it's finally out. So the title of it is called, and here it is. I'll show it to you. I would just pull it up on a picture, but I wanted to have the real copy. It's called The Adventures of Cow and Cat and the Tegara Kingdom. It's basically about this cow and this cat that live on this farm that are friends. And basically, the cat's always getting up into some kind of mischief, like he's always up to no good. And he goes over to his friend, the cow, his name is Bernard, and the cat's name is Maestro. Maestro goes over to Bernard and he's like, hey man, basically, I want to take you on an adventure. What do you say? And the cow's like, yeah, absolutely. It sounds like fun. So the cat ends up leading the cow to this magical bridge that basically takes them to this enchanted forest where everything is super pretty, shiny. There's all this like glitter stuff falling from the sky that's glistening on the trees, the water, the rocks, everything that they see. And it's basically they're in this animal kingdom, and they're in there just exploring around and stuff. And they basically get back to the farm that they were at, and they're just like, man, there must be more to that place. Let's just go back. So they end up getting back to the bridge, and they get back to, it's called the Tegara Kingdom. They get back there, and Cal ends up getting in trouble. He ends up getting lost and captured by, there's a bad king, and the king's men capture him and put him in this castle. And so basically, the whole book's about them going there. Bernard the cow is getting in trouble, and Maestro has to find a way to get him out and get him back to safety. And so Maestro ends up teaming up with another animal in this kingdom, actually two of them in this animal kingdom, and they end up rescuing Bernard from the castle's dungeon, and they get him back to the farm where they're supposed to be. But it's just a cute little, children's novel. It's nothing major. I mean, it's not really even a novel. It's really just like a short story, but it's a good, quick little read. If you have an hour or so. But yeah, it's on Amazon as an ebook right now, and then I'm coming out with a paperback. I'm just having to go through the proof processing and reading all of the proofs that I get and make sure that everything's right. And I have to go by like the standards and stuff like that. So the paperback should be out fairly soon, in the next, probably by the beginning of next month, around September 1st sometime. But the ebook is already out, and I've had some pretty good feedback from it already. So yeah, but anyways, I'm starting a series coming up pretty soon called A Story with Rory podcast Authors Week. So what it's going to be is I'm going to have, it's around 9 or 10 authors that I'm going to be having on the show here, and they're going to be explaining their books and basically what their books are about. And I gotta say, I read most of the summaries from these authors, and I am just completely blown away on the stories that they have and the things they have written, the things they've been a part of. And it's just pretty interesting. Like, everyone's story is different. None of it's the same genre. It's all different stuff. So I'm imagining that's going to be a pretty cool show. And I am doing all the scheduling this week. So hopefully by end of next week, we should have everyone scheduled and lined up. And we're just going to be doing like one episode a day. And so really excited about that. But anywho, yeah, The Adventures of Cow and Cat and the Tegara Kingdom. So you can get it on Amazon Kindle for ebook. And any support that I get on that, I definitely appreciate it. So that's it. We will be back probably sometime this week. I will put a post on the post section on YouTube, and you guys can check it out. And I'll put the schedule on there and so forth. But anyways, feel free to check my book out, and I will leave a link in the description below. But remember to subscribe and like the channel. You know, that would help out the channel a lot. It helps me out in the algorithm and puts me basically in front of the right people. So, sorry. Thank you guys for all your support. Appreciate it. And until then, we're out.